going there. Hello. This is Doubtfire. Here she comes. Just waiting on some people coming on because some people it obviously take a wee while for us to find us. So how have you found the challenge? Because I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. How have
Yeah,
you found it, Zaza?
it's fun. I really like the atmosphere here. I like the people how they interrelating and how they warm up to each other and to you and to me, even to me. It's really funny.
Great.
Very nice,
Yeah.
very nice. I like
Yes.
it,
Loving it so far, says Kieran. Glad, good to hear. Good to hear. I've had
definitely.
so many messages from quite a few people as well, say that they're absolutely it's such a beautiful thing to just be, just be,
Yeah.
just you know, because there's not very many places that they can just say, what they actually do experience, what they do
Mm.
experience. And do you not think that's such a shame? It's just such a shame that people we can't be like that with just everybody in our society. I don't give a shit now. My son, my sons are kind of like, oh, here she goes again. But they don't say that when I do energy work and whatever has been
Yeah.
dragging, like new houses and all the rest of it. And I do a bit of energy work and bang, they've got it, you know. But they don't say too much with it about it. Then you know what I mean? Oh well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I said, nah, nah, nah. I've just sorted you out there. So tell me, guys, how have you felt? Hi, Anne. Oh,
Hi, people.
I'm seeing pictures, so I know who's posting here. Vanita's saying in such a wonderful state. Yeah, it's just I can feel the energy from everybody, and it's just lovely, lovely energy that I'm feeling. So just tell me in the comments, what's your takeaways so far? From the couple of days that we've been. What is your takeaway? Hi,
Hi,
there's
people.
Julie. I can see Julie as well. Yeah. So that's good. You've obviously clicked the link on the live chat that's allowing me now to see who's actually talking. When I just see Facebook user, I don't know who that is. So you can there's a link on this live that you can click, and it just so it shows us who's actually because last night I go through the comments because I like to I like the buzz of everything, and I was looking at and thinking, oh Christ, I didn't know she was here and I didn't know she was here and I didn't know she was here. I was having a wee good time to myself, so I was.
Yeah.
So yeah, click that link so we know who's actually speaking to us. It's nice for us to know who's speaking to us. So we said that we need to clear out energy and keep it clean. So more care. Yeah, yeah, totally, totally. It's paramount to keep your energy high vibe. High vibe. Keep your boundaries in place because it's all about boundaries as well, guys. It's all about your boundaries. Because remember, you're choosing whatever's going on in your life, whether it's unconscious or conscious. So and boundaries play a big part in all this. Would you agree with that, Zaza?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
It's much better if you do everything consciously, even the subconscious stuff you do consciously,
Yeah.
because that's the idea.
Yeah.
But
Totally.
yes, you have to understand the energies around you and then put your boundaries up and loosen them whenever that you can, because
Yeah, yeah,
otherwise,
yeah. Because when you're in an environment like this I mean we've put magic into
yeah,
this group. I mean the workbooks and all the stuff I'm putting out there. There's magic in them. There's Zaza's kindly gave me some of her magic to put in there as well, and I've got magic in there.
Yes.
So we've contained it so that it really is, you're in a safe environment. And this is why I think a lot of you are able to share from the heart. You're able to allow yourselves to let that go. So never ever, you'll always feel it energetically. You'll always feel that high vibe energetically when somebody's putting that magic out there, and really, you know, lot of love, lot of love, lot of love. So Vinita's saying, take away, chill the fuck out and play with the spirits. Yes, 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 yes. They love to play. Stop being so bloody serious all the time. We think we've got to be serious, and we've got to do this and we've got to do that. Keeping your heart open, naturally, Sage, massively, massively. And being in your boundaries with your heart, because sometimes we think when we're in the spirit realm and we're working with things, sometimes you've got to keep that heart open, blah 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 blah, and all the rest of it. Yes, but sometimes there's some people, and I put a video up today about the differences between the negative and the positive entities, and I'm talking people as well as other dimensional beings, because you've got to remember some people are they're throwing arrows, poison arrows at you with thoughts and energy and what have you. You have no idea what goes on out there. And that was just a really tip of the iceberg, that video. I never really went in depth about it, but it was just really check it out. Your gut, when your gut tells you something, and the spirit team give me a really good practice is going into your heart center, really expanding the light and checking out, going to them with that light in your heart and checking them out. If you're blocked or that energy goes right through them, you deserve all you get because you've checked it. Yeah. Whereas if you that energy, it fills you up and it fills you up and it fills them up, and you feel a really good vibe from it, they're a good person to hang around with. Would you agree with that, Zaza?
Yes, definitely.
Yes, totally, totally. So just remember, it's not just about the spirit teams; it's about the people that's in your life as well. Yeah. Greetings, everyone. Hello, Kieran saying hello, Alex. I was just speaking about you to Zaza, Alex. I think I'm loving your grids. I think your grids there's a lot of magic. There's a lot of power in those grids. If you haven't seen Alex grids, go and check them out, because there's a lot of power coming from those grids that he's creating. That is, I'm like, oh, that's my kind of man there. That's my kind of man. Let's put hide to someone there. What do I do there?
So,
Can you help me through spirit? Can you help me through spirit? Can you help? I'm unsure what you mean by that.
yeah,
Unsure what you mean by that.
I don't know.
Can you expand on that a wee bit more? I'm unsure what you mean. Um, hi. We don't know. I don't know who you are, but hi anyway. Hi from Dubai. How can we open our heart when heart attack? How can we open our heart when heart attack? Just because you've had a heart attack doesn't mean to say that your light isn't there. It's your actual heart that's had a heart attack. I'm talking about your heart center. Two different things. Yeah, they're connected, but it's two different things. Your heart center is kind of in the middle of your chest, whereas your heart's to the left more. So yeah, it's sometimes when you're having the heart attack, it's because your heart is closed, and you're not expanding that light out there. But I can go really down a rabbit hole with that, but I'm not going to, because we've only got so much time. But just remember that the energy, the light is in the chest area, the heart center. You know, um, Here I am finally. Good to know it. Technology, yeah. We've had it all week, so we've had it all week. Somebody's saying evening, yeah. They are mega powerful. Wow, Alex, yeah, very good, good. Glad to hear that other people are feeling that power as well. Um, replying. Hello, lovely. So glad you made it, Fiona. Good to see Fiona. Fiona, by the way, that post you did that I just seen warms my heart to see you in your power. It really does. And what a power that is, may I add? What a power. So before we go into this evening, Zaza doesn't know I'm going to do this, so I'm going to put a link in here as well. Zaza has actually got a book out, a new book coming out. I've seen it on her post. She's kept it very quiet because she's not even told me about it. So neither she has. So she's saying she's very excited that the next our next book's coming out on the 12th. But you can pre-order it before it's published on the 23rd of January, and it's all about siblings when we meet the eyes. I'm just reading what she's wrote because she doesn't even know I've written this. So the book provides a good example of living in the multidimensional universe where every being is fighting for survival and the knowledge to help them find the path of to immortality. I'm bloody buying this book. It's only $299, by the way. It's not even an expensive book. This is the first book of a saga about the lives and interrelations of the above and below, and the macrocosmic royalty and mortal human beings. In the process, you have the opportunity to closely observe the environment, appearances, work situations, emotional struggles of the many characters, weaving this fascinating story into a colourful tapestry with thousands of hidden meanings and morals. Cannot wait to get my hands on that, I'll tell you. Only
Thank
you need to
you.
click the
Sorry.
buy now button, and I've just put the link in the. Have you? Do you see that? Do you see that? I don't know if I'll be able to do that. Oh, it looks like all your channels are read only, so you can't reply. Ah, right. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do a post in the group, and I'm going to put the link in the post because I think it's going to be an amazing read that she's done. Because how many books is that now, Zaza? 14?
Um, no, actually, 11, it's the 12th, but um, well, the next book to this series is going to come out in February, and a month later, another one. So I
Very
have
good.
already three written, and then in the meantime, I am going to finish the fourth one. And there are few books not in English, so you know, two of them are in Spanish only, and one is only in French, and there are some Hungarians, all that stuff.
Right, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Love it, love it. And also, just so you know, this is my first book, An Empath's World to Freedom, Standing Your Own Power. What we discussed yesterday, and the Spirit Council, everything actually, is really you can get in this book, and it's about my life story. Or, well, not my life story, but a lot of my things and why I went on that healing journey, and all the rest of it to get that. And also my other book, No BS Spirituality, that just came out last January. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, a few,
Wonderful.
a few fucking swear words, and there's plenty in there. It's living by your own damn code. So you can both get them on Amazon. I'll put links up. I think most people that are my students and all that have got those books and what have you. But they're very good go-to books, as I know Zaza as well. Can't wait to get my hands on that one. So saying, "Oh my God, you're so amazing, Zaza! Here we go." Yeah, she didn't know I was going to do that tonight, but I think she's really gave us her energy, her magic. The stuff she's doing behind the scenes as well, because I know how I've got an idea of how she works, just like me. So I think it's nice to give back that appreciation. It's nice that energy to give back. So she kept it bloody quiet. She never even mentioned it to me.
Well,
Brilliant, brilliant. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with it. So first of all, I don't need to go to the Facebook group because I think you have all got there. So let me just go and share my screen so we can go to the workbook, because tonight we're experiencing quite a lot tonight. The now I don't know what I've done here. Yeah, it's all about experience. So it'll be quickly. We'll be talking about what we're doing, and then I don't know what I've done here. Uh, that's it. Here we go. Here we go. I've obviously put it to thingy. Let me just see. Workbook, I think that's it. Yeah, share. Here we go. Here we go. As I say, the workbook it's in the files, as all the workbooks. You also get an email, just so you know, only the ones that are on this program, obviously in the group. However, if I haven't got your email, you won't get the email. So, what I would suggest doing is, if you want those emails that's got everything in them, that's the free gifts, the replays, and all the rest of it. What I'll do is I'll put a link up with the link that I'm putting up with the books, of a spiritual alignment. It's free, there's 8 audios of really going into your purpose, looking at the Akashic records, balancing your energy, protecting your energy. There's a whole load of things going with the inner child and all that. So if I haven't got your email, you won't get the email. That's the thing. So I'll put that up there. So if you want the emails, just click on that, because then it will just come through. I'll be able to see and then tab it on my end to know that you're from this group. Okay, is okay with that, guys? Okay, yeah. I can't seem to find what she's saying. I can't seem to find day 3 workshop. Silly me. Can anyone get into where I find it? Go to the files in the Facebook group. Lawrence, I can't even say your name there. How I'm seeing your wee face, so it's good to see you, Laurentia. Go to the files at the top of the Facebook group. In fact, what I'll do is I'll just show you quickly, because I've had a few people actually saying that to me. I don't know what that is, and right, I think I've put that in the wrong place. I have. Let me just go to the group. There's your Fiona there. And there's up the top here. So all the lives will be in featured, because I just pin them so they go up to featured. But your workbooks go into files. You don't see. You're not seeing that. Are you seen that, Zaza? No, I haven't changed the.
I
I'm
haven't.
going into it and I haven't changed the.
It's not in features. You said.
Yeah, I just had the wrong thing there. Wait there now. Here we go. I'm showing it and I'm not even seeing it. So basically, oh, now why isn't workbook 3 here? Because I put it up here.
You see?
Oh, so you're right. It's not even there. I actually put it up there this morning too. So I'm wondering why it never went through. I'll put it up here after. In fact, I could do it right now. Just let me get it, because it'll take 2 minutes. There we go.
Benita is saying that Workbook 3 appears as a post today.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, she's saying it now.
Oh, so it's not even letting me do it. It's not letting me do it. I'll have a look at that, because I definitely did put it up there. So it's funny that it's went to post. Anyway, that's usually where the workbooks are, is in files. I also email them over to you as well. Hence why I've said, if I've not got your email, you won't get the workbooks. You won't get all the things I'm sending every day. Also, featured is where you'll always have things pinned. Your task to do. I'm liking that pizza there, Wendy. Somebody's having fun there. So this is where you'll find everything. And look at that, 399 members. Isn't that brilliant? One more, and we've got the 400. Yes, maybe it'll be another prize for that. So am I going? So I need to come back out of here. Stop sharing. So is that okay for you, Laurentia? I'm saying your name wrong. I know I am. There's somebody. Vanitas, there you go. Vanitas put the link in the comments.
Yeah.
Um, how do you understand spirit? For me, spirit is thought of speech, heart, not beating. How do you understand spirit? For me, spirit. Have you been in the rest of the lives? Because we've been speaking about that. Yeah. Watch the lives. You'll be able to see what we mean. Yeah, that's what I don't know what's happened there. It's obviously not went through. Uh, Yeah, I've just looked. It's not there. But Vanita's actually put a link here for you to see the workbooks. Just coming out of a current relationship under transformation, got a lot of blocks in my sacral and heart. Was under attack with dark magic, but the universe has stepped in, so protected. So thanks, collective. So I'll be traveling up to Scotland to get. What does that say? Uh, Traveling up to Scotland to get some help with my healing. Good. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Uh, so there you go. There's the Vanita's kindly put the link there for the workbook, so you'll get it there. Yeah, thank you, Vanita. That was really good.
Yeah.
So he's saying that day three, the email came, but for some reason the day three attachment's not there. Strangely, how interesting. You're obviously not meant to get it. It's definitely on it. It's definitely there. Yeah, it's definitely there. Anyway, let's get on. You've got it there anyway now. Isn't that strange? Technology. See, when you're working with these kind of energies, technology really does go ski with.
Yeah.
I've done the wrong one.
It's a slow energy.
Yeah, yeah, it really does. It goes. It's quite, and that's why you've got to keep your humor. It's why you've got to keep your humor, because they play with you. They love to play with you. They really, you have no idea how much they love to play with you. I've had about 3 feathers today, by the
Wow.
way. I was actually writing about a video, and I know it wasn't there when I sat down, and my pen fell. I never thought anything of it. And my partner, 5 minutes later, picks up and comes up this white feather, and he goes, "Here's another one." And when I sat down, there was a feather where I was going to sit. It wasn't there as well. And I came into my office this morning, and there's one on my office chair. So the spirit team are loving this. They're absolutely loving it because I'm getting an abundance of feathers. So that's
Excellent.
I love it. So I do. So let's go. So day three is about how winning the spirit councils can help you with your purpose. So what you're going to learn today is connect to your spirit council. We're going to get you connecting because they are really awaiting you in the invisible realm today. We're going to do a wee bit of breath work as well, because. By the way, guys, some people think you can't get connected to spirit if you're not doing breath work. That's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. You can connect to spirit without breath work, right? But I'm just going to show you a way of just deepening yourself down into that alpha state, so you can connect to your spirit council just a wee bit more easily. However, you can connect to us, connect to my spirit council all the time without doing any breath work. Yeah, and are you the same as I? You'll be the same as that. Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. So
They
don't
are
think.
always.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So don't think that you need to do breath work to actually connect to the spirit team, because some people don't like breath work. I'm a breath work practitioner. I've studied wet breath work, dry breath work. I know a lot about it, and I know what it can do and how it can heal the body and how it can really open up channels as well. But to be honest, when you're connecting to your spirit team, it's not paramount that you do it. Yeah, so just be aware of that. Yeah, I'm just doing it so you've got you're aware of breath work. So so basically the alpha state, because there's 4 types of brainwave, because not a lot of people know this, while we're thinking, sleeping, dreaming, concentrating, doing what we do, because those brainwaves are called the beta, and that's where it's between 14 and 21 hertz, and that's where you're fully conscious, And this is before I go into this. This is why sound healing is very good. You know, when we're talking about the hertz and all the rest of it, this is why that sound healing is really good for your energetic vibration, because it gets you into the alpha state, even sometimes the theta state. Actually, it can really take you down there. Yeah. So the beta is fully conscious, awake. The conscious mind is fully busy. You know, it's concentrating, it's engaged in a state. I'm in beta quite a lot. Sometimes I'm in beta when I'm actually sleeping, actually, because my mind. Alpha, and the alpha state, because of the breath work. Now, when I take you into the alpha state, which is a 14, between 14 and 7, um, waves, I don't want you to fall asleep. So be aware of that. Do not fall asleep. Set the intention you're not going to fall asleep, because you're going to just miss everything. Yeah, you're going to miss it. Now, there is times when you use this energy. There is times when sometimes you do get knocked out. Yeah, um, because you need to get knocked out for them to do the work sometimes that they need to do. So just be aware of that also as well. But you'll know the difference when you're knocked out and when you're sleeping, because when you're knocked out, you're still aware. You know, if someone's talking, you're still aware of them talking. When you're sleeping, you don't hear anything. It's gone full. You're away. You know, so there is a difference when you are knocked out and when you are sleeping. Hypnotherapists they know all about that, and obviously I'm quite advanced hypnotherapy. And use those practices quite heavily in sometimes in my life, you know. So these, when you're in alpha, it's really light sleep, dreams. It's when you go into meditation, when you're visualizing, you're daydreaming, when you're having creative visualizations, when you're connected to the unconscious. This is a really, really good state to be in. Yeah. And then you've got the theta, which is lower again, which is deep sleep, trance, deep hypnosis, lucid dreaming, and that's 7 to 4 hertz, you know. And then you've got the delta, when you're unconscious. You don't know anything. You're gone. You're in a really deep sleep. Yes, between 3 and 1 hertz. So how to with the alpha breath is when you daydream and visualize and imagine, you're really in the alpha state. You know, so make it a practice to have a daydream. You know, just have that daydream. You know, when you just go into, and when you're having that daydream, that is very good for changing unconscious patterns that are keeping us stuck. It's a very good where we are, and asking the spirit team to come in to help you to do that. Yeah. So, and the more often you put yourself in that state, the easier it is to do the next time, to connect to your spirit guides. You know, I mean, I just have to think of my spirit guides, and I'm connected. You know, I don't have to, because it's like a muscle. You know, the more you use it, the more stronger it becomes. It really is. And the binaural beats, you know, there's not all, but there's some binaural beats out there that really can. You just listen to it for maybe seconds, minute, and you're in a trance. You're away in a wee daydream of your own. You know, binaural beats are very good for it. So, as I say, it's all experiential today. I want us to really experience tonight. So, what I want you to do is, obviously, it's breath work. So, it's all about the breath. And there's so many different ways that you can do and get into the alpha state. So, what I want you to do is, I just want you to get yourself nice and comfortable, because I'm going to take you into alpha state, but I'm then going to take you right into your spirit council, because I don't see the point in putting you into the alpha state and bringing you back out again and then putting you back in, and all the rest of it. I don't see the point in doing that. What I want to do is, I'm going to turn that off. What I want to do is I want to put you in the alpha state so that you can really feel that. We can spend the time there, and then we can actually go in to the connect with the spirit council. Who's all up for that? Let me see what you're all saying to that. Let me just see. Where am I? Where was my last? Oh, we've had quite a lot of thingies here. Here we go. Is it Mercury retrograde? I didn't know that. Is it Mercury retrograde today? I didn't know that. Page 2 is missing a page. Yeah, I noticed that, Benita. I'm sorry, I didn't put that in. It's actually the email I sent wasn't that I had it full page in, because I did sort that, but I'll get that up. I'll get that up after this live. Actually, I'll put the two of them up here, but it doesn't look like it's letting me put it up for some reason. But I'll do that. If breakfast done properly, theta can be accessed quite quickly. Yep. Yeah, totally agree with you. I have seen massive healings, because I used to hold space for maybe 30, 40 people at a time in many occasions, when I was doing my breathwork practitioner, the holding the space, because it takes a certain kind of skill to hold space for a lot of people. And it's just like holding space for like nearly 400 people. It does take a bit of skill to hold that space and contain it. Wouldn't you agree with that, Zaza? Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah, totally. So, and it's an honor as well. It's an honor, thing that
Oh, yes.
it's an absolute honor being able to hold that container and hold that space for you all, so that you can just open that heart and be. Yeah. But I've seen massive healings in breathwork over the years. I'm ready for trans, Vanita said. She's ready to go. She's ready to go. Lineside was in the breakup as soon as he fell asleep. Yeah. Mhm. Dr. Silva, yeah, Dr. Silva, Yossi Silva, he's brilliant. He has, I've got quite a few of his books actually. The Silva Method. He has it for business. He has it for relationships. There's so many books he has. About the Silva Method. Yossi Silva is very, very good. Yeah. Didn't know this. Interesting. Thank you. What's this? Thanks. What Moldavite used to do to me when I first started using it would knock me out, send me around the universe. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a powerful crystal, Moldavite. Proper strong crystal, that, Alex. Yeah. So excited for this experience. Yeah, defo. Yes, let's do it. You're all ready? Good, good, good. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Can we have a few minutes to get ready? Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting on you. Hence why I'm saying doing the comments. That's why I've come and had to come back into here before we can start. Was knocked out in connecting with the ancestors, and following day released a whole load of unwanted energy that I didn't even realize I was holding on to. Yeah, it's powerful work, guys. This is powerful work you are doing. Yeah, don't underestimate, because I'm simplifying a lot of things. Yeah, so never underestimate that. Yeah, but and the spirit team are there to help you. Always remember that they're there to help. So get yourselves in a nice position. I would suggest not lying down on a bed. You can do, if you're not a sleeper, if you don't fall asleep. But if you tend to fall asleep, don't lie down in the bed. Go onto a comfortable chair. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start you slow breathing first of all, and then we're going to actually increase that breath. So this is how we're going to do it. Just see me first, and then you're going to copy this. I'll talk you through it. So basically, I'm just going to go into count for 5. Hold it for 5. Blow out for exhale for 5. So you're doing a square breathing for 5, and we're going to do 5 of those breaths like that. Yeah, square breathing. Hold for 5, out for 5, down, blah blah blah. Right? Inhale, exhale, and then after we do that for 5 times, we're then going to go. But what you're going to do is when you're breathing, you're coming from here. You're not coming from down here. It's from here, the heart center you're breathing from. It's not from the diaphragm. Yeah, because there's a difference. And usually, this is where we hold. We can hold a lot of trauma. Is up this place here, and this is why we do it from the heart. Is because of the way the air and energy. I'm not going to go into all that because I could be here all day talking about that, and I'm not going to do that. But just believe me when I say we're going to breathe from the top, the top of the lungs, not down the stomach, down here. Okay. So, everybody got that? Everybody okay with that? Yeah? Yeah, good. Looks like we're not getting anybody speaking, so it looks like we are. Okay, guys. So, first, and if you want to close your eyes with this. You know, if that's if it, because I always think sometimes when you close your eyes or have peripheral vision, you know, you just squint your eyes, you just can go in further, you know, inside. So, first of all, we're going to breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. Hold for 5. Breathe in for 5. Hold. Exhale for 5. Hold. Breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Breathe out for 5. Hold for 5. And you should feel yourself relaxing down, the whole system relaxing down by now. You're going to breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. Hold for 5. And last, breathe in for 5. Hold for 5. Exhale for 5. And now we're going to do rapid breathing for about 30 seconds to a minute, but you'll just stop when I stop. Yeah, so we're just going to go rapid breathing to this part of the heart here, the chest here. So now we go. And you feel the energy. Keep going till I say, just keep going. Breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Rapid. And you'll feel the energy rising up. Yeah. You may even come lightheaded. That's good too. Just keep going. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And sometimes you can even feel it coming, your chest expanding with this breathing in and out, breathing in and out, this alpha state. And just allow yourself to become quieter, quieter, and quieter. And now, natural breath, breathe into the heart. And just allow the whole of your energetic system to come down. Close your eyes. And I want you to now go into a place in nature where you love to go. This could be by a beach, it could be in a forest, it could be anywhere at all. It could even be in a boardroom, it could be anywhere you wish to go, where you feel comfortable, you're most comfortable, but preferably in nature. And I want you to see yourself walking around wherever you are. Feel the air on your skin. Feel the sun beating down. You can even feel the heat from the sun. And just look around you where you are. And you walk on this path. And you just keep walking. You can hear the bees, the butterflies, the birds. You just hear them as you're walking along this path with ease. You just know, feel you walking yourself along that path. Or you can even see that path. And you can feel the grass just moving ever so slightly, the trees. You can feel the energy of the trees, of the grass, of the flowers, those wild flowers. You may even see water, a nice, just a small lake or something, a stream as you're walking about. Just be observant with no judgment of where you are. All the colours just seem brighter, more beautiful, more esoteric. And just keep walking along this path. And as you walk along, you can see there's a fork, and one path's going to the left, and the other path's going to the right. And you're going to take the left path. You're going to go down the left path and just see yourself. As you go down this path, you come to this beautiful violet field. It's just pure violet. All you can see around you is just all these violet flowers, beautiful flowers, or lavender. It's just all around you. Just feel the sense of that lavender, as it just makes you feel even more relaxed, relaxing the whole system down. And as you look around 360 degrees, all you see is purple. That's all you see. You don't see anything else. It's just purple as far as the eye can see. If you just turn around 360 degrees, you're just in this beautiful field of purple. It's nice and calm and relaxed. And in the distance, as you can see, there's a patch. There's just a patch that has lunks, where people have been sitting in the middle of this field. I want you to walk over to where that path is, or where those logs are that people have used for seats. And this is quite a spiritual place, it's quite an authentic place where beautiful things happen. And you can either sit on one of the woods or one of the logs, or you can stand. It's entirely up to you. You can even sit by a tree if you see a tree. but there shouldn't be any trees because it's just all field, apart from the small clearing. And what we're going to do here is we're going to ask your spirit team to come forward, your spirit council. Now, the spirit council can be anything. It could even be a leaf, a tree, a guide, a colour. It could be anything at all, the spirit council. I've had leprechauns coming in, fairies. I've had colours, stars, kangaroos. I've had everything coming into my spirit council. So it can be anything at all. It can even be someone who has crossed over, someone you love. It could even be one of your guides. It could even be someone who you respect in the in your world right now. And just allow them to come in, that spirit council. Remember to breathe. And just ask the spirit council. Thank them for coming. And sometimes you don't get a name, sometimes you do. Ask them their name. Tell them how excited you are that they're here. And even if you don't get anything, don't worry. Trust me, they're there. You don't have to see them. And we're going to call in another member of the Spirit Council. And again, could be anything at all. Could even be just black colour. Could be a sludge. Could be anything. Could be a bug. There's just whoever wants to come in. And again, thank them for coming. And if you're trying too hard, because I know some of you will, go back into your heart center and have no expectations. Because expectations are the thing that blocks it. And just breathe into the heart and open the heart even more. Drop down into that alpha state. Allow your energetic system to just relax and just be. So bring in the council could be God and goddesses. It could be other dimensional beings. It could be anything at all. Really anything. And what we're going to do now is we're going to ask one of your spirit guides to come and hold space. So invite your spirit guide in. What more than one can come in, it's entirely up to you and up to them. There's no right or wrong way. And remember, you're very protected. You're safe because I've put a lot of protection up before we even started here. So thank your guides for coming forward. And sometimes when my guides come forward, they just don't say anything to me. If Big Chief comes in, he just stands there with a stern look on his face and his arms, like can't be bothered, you know. But he loves to play with me, so he does. So it doesn't matter how they look. And just allow. Because we're going to ask the spirit team, the spirit council. First of all, you're going to ask them, how can you expand your superpowers? How can you make those superpowers even more super? So they're not only helping you, but they're helping others too. So ask the first spirit council to come forward. And just wait for that answer. How can you expand your superpowers? Thank them for coming and giving you this advice. And don't worry if you never got anything. You know, it's like a muscle, remember that. Sometimes it actually comes in when you're sleeping. And now you're going to ask the other spirit council the same question. What can you do to expand your superpower? Make it even easier for you to use. And remember to breathe. And thank them for giving you those answers. And now you're going to ask, and I want you to breathe into your heart, because now you're going to ask them, what is my 2023 goals? What am I going to create and manifest in 2023? And you may need to write this down. You may not. You may remember it. And ask the first spirit council to come forward. A goal that you're going to create and manifest in 2023. Make it a big goal. Something you've always wanted to do, but have been too scared to do. For fear of judgment, fear of being seen. Doesn't matter. You're in the spirit realm now. This is where the magic happens. And you're going to ask the same question to the other spirit council. What does your heart's desire? What do you want to manifest and create in 2023? And I want you to ask the first spirit council, what else? What else am I not seeing that's really deep in my heart to create and manifest that would give me so much passion and purpose that even though I'm working, it doesn't feel like work. It's where my soul desire is. And you'll ask the same thing to Spirit Council too. What else are you not seeing? And it could be the same thing, but they're telling you in different ways. Or it could be a multiple of things. But just sit and listen. No expectations, just be. And even if you're watching this on replay, it's still as powerful. Sometimes it's even more powerful because of the energy that's in it. And now you're going to go to your spirit guide, who's holding space for you. And you're going to ask them, which of those goals serves your purpose of why you're on planet Earth? And while you're in this energy, I want you to ask your spirit council and your spirit guide, is there any energy that's around you that's going to stop you from creating those goals? Is there any blocks that's around you too? And ask them what you need to do in order to release those blocks, that energy. So you can create those goals in 2023 with ease and manifest them even better than you expected. And sometimes the spirit council or the spirit guide, sometimes they'll do something with your energy. Just allow them to do that. And sometimes they'll show you this is a metaphor. And if you don't understand it, ask. Because a lot of people think they can't ask. Sometimes you'll get the answer, sometimes you won't. Just have no expectations. And just listen. Feel, know, sense, see, hear, taste, whatever your superpowers are. And now I want you to feel those goals. You're going to bring those goals that you're going to create and manifest in 2023. And bring them into your energy field. So you really, as if you're putting those goals on as if they've already been achieved. And breathe it in. Okay, now thank your spirit council. And as you thank each of your spirit council, you see them just disappear. But it won't be the last time you see them. You will see them again. Thank them for being and coming forward and helping you with not only your goals, but your superpower. Those intuitive gifts we all have and should be proud of. Remember to breathe it all in. And now you're going to turn to your spirit guide. And you're going to thank them for holding space. I always give mine a big hug. My spirit guides. They love a wee hug, so they do. And breathe into your heart. And before the spirit guide goes, again, they hand you a gift. I love getting my gifts from my spirit guides. And again, it could be a metaphor, it could be anything. And I always tend to put it into my heart space when I get the gift from my guides. But you'll know where it needs to go. And as you receive that gift, you now go back into the lavender field and you just walk, feeling so much more relaxed, so much more excited, because you now know what you're going to create and manifest in 2023. And as you walk through that lavender, just sit with that for a moment, that creation of those goals. Because when it comes from this space, it's coming from the heart, from the soul, from your spirit team. And what better way to really go for those goals? And breathe into your heart and allow yourself to come back in to your room, into your body, and just sit with that for a moment. And you're going to get a pen and paper and you're going to write those goals down. And who your guides were, your spirit council, what you experienced, and what those goals are. And when you're writing those goals, what will happen is more will come. And you'll say to yourself, what else am I not seeing? What else is in there that I can achieve and manifest and create in 2023? And I'll leave you for a few moments for you to write all that down. And just breathe into it. And remember, ask what else. Sounds completely gone. Can you hear me now? Amazing. I'm expanding everything. Great. Love to hear that. Can you hear me now, Kieran? Powerful. Yeah, it's very powerful. You can hear me. Good, good, good. Yeah, you can hear me. So tell me in the comments, guys, how did you find that? Yeah, I was just allowing quiet time. That's right. It's not very often you hear me quiet. I did actually have some really beautiful music on, but Zaza says that you couldn't hear it. It was just static. It was cyber sound, so I had to turn it off. I got the benefit of it though. Yeah, yeah. Hissy and weird for ages. Yeah, it would have been the music I was playing. Didn't sound hissy and weird there. It was 100,000 Angels by Lucinda Drayton. It's a beautiful, beautiful, um,
Mm.
you know, blown away by the guidance and a little sacred, the lofty goal set for 2023. Yeah, beautiful. Hello, hello. I was walking around the forest. I'm still in the fairy realm. Yeah, you will be. You will be. You know, when I do my meditations, you're always in the fairy realm after it. You're always, oh, you know. Um, but the thing is, that guidance, what we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to quantum jump for the future you to bring that future you who's actually achieved those goals.
Yes.
Loud and clear. Beautiful meditation with beautiful messages. Thank you so much, ladies. I had three guides, an Indian friend, Jen, I think, Mother Mary, and St. Clair of Assisi. Oh, that's amazing. Amazing. I love it. Love it. Powerful. I don't think I'm powerful, just healing with garden and bees, but it's big for me. Could see the spiritual guys, and that is big. And I'm only a part of a whole, but my part is big. Yeah, yeah, we're all just part of a whole. We're all here just to. Um, this is why it's important to find your tribe. Very important to find your tribe where you can be just you. Insightful. My cat that passed last year was one of the council, but I've had a migraine on and off today, which was interfering a bit. Oh, that's interesting. You've had a migraine off and on. What's that migraine trying to tell you, Natalie? Because it's there for a reason. Yeah. What I tend to do, or I get my clients or my students, whoever, is I get them to actually go right into the core of that pain to see what that pain's trying to tell you. Vanita, I also met my transition grandparents. Amazing, isn't it? On this challenge, I no longer feel like the strange lady. Oh, that warms my heart, so it does. Warms my heart. That's because you're with your tribe. Everybody else has it. Had a dragonfly enter my body, then transformed into a phoenix. Then was dancing in a crystal palace when I was crowned. It's amazing, isn't it? It is really amazing. And how many of you just feel so relaxed? Like, boy, I'm actually going to manifest that. You have like a deep knowing that, yeah, I'm going to manifest that. Enjoy it. Goddess Danu came through towards the end. Yeah, Danu's good. I like Danu. I had giant oak, ladybirds, Archangel Michael, Native American chief, Dromedan, and the council member, and a Dromedan. I don't know if I'm saying that right, a council member. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So it is beautiful. And when you started writing down, did you actually get even um, more goals? Deep knowing that I have a lot of work to do next year. Yeah, but we're going to do an action plan for that. Don't I'm not going to leave you hanging, guys. I'm going to show you how to action it because this is why I'm quite successful in what I do and what I have done because I action the steps. Success needs action. Yeah, and when you're coming from the heart space, and what I've realized the past few years is um, because I've had a fear of being seen, every time I've had traction on my goals, I've went down the shiny object route and went and did something else, write a book, go and do a podcast, all these kind of things, instead of staying with where my purpose is, and that is to have an academy where people can just be and learn esoteric spiritual practices that really puts them in their power and their light with ease, you know? And because now I've said, and I now have the skills to step over that fear when it comes in, boy, does it change? Does it change? It really does. I love the journey you took us on. Thank you. Even my spiritual elephant was there. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Is there any questions, guys? Have you got any questions for Zaza or myself? Fifi, awesome. Better get back to it. Yeah, you've been slacking a wee bit there, Fiona. Yeah, so this challenge has came at a good time for you, my darling. And there's actually a few people that's in the group that you really need to connect to with a lot of yous too, because this is people who get it. That's in this group. They get it, you know. The you can be yourself with them. I felt relaxed and loved it, but didn't see or hear anything. That's okay. No expectations. Don't have any expectations. Go and do it again. Listen to the live again. Do it again. Because remember, it's a muscle. And when you first start using that muscle, sometimes, yeah, you don't see anything. I remember when I used to do meditation class, I used to do meditation class in my house. And sometimes my living room was, you couldn't move. There was just so many people, bodies all over the place, in my living room. And when I used to do class, and you would get people coming that had never meditated before, you would get your seasoned meditators. You'd get the ones that would just fall asleep. They would call it their sleepy class. They would just be knocked out, snoring away and everything. And you would get your real meditators, the ones that really, were well practiced and what have you. And the beginners, sometimes they just wouldn't get anything at all. And you could see them looking around everybody, because you could see people really in the zone. They were really, they were getting something from the meditation. And you could see them looking at them going, how are you doing that? I don't get anything, because I had expectations. And I would say to them, next time you come, have no expectations. Just go with it. Just look at it as if you're just getting nice and relaxed, but set an intention. 2 or 3 times they would get bang, poof, and they would be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe what I've just experienced here." And they would have the biggest grin, ear to ear, because they had no expectations. Yeah, they just allowed. So go and do it again. If you didn't see anything or you didn't experience anything, keep doing it. Native American sheep, who's been with me a long time, came through with loads of birds and both set of grandparents. Had to stop myself from writing for fear of not being able to do it at all. Yeah, you should have. You should have just wrote. You should have just kept writing. Yeah. feel more relaxed and trusting now. Good, good, good to hear it. Nice bath after the live to integrate the energies. Yes, 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 definitely. Um, can't bring it back. The tips I received was to go out in nature more, ground myself, focus upon a beautiful flower to assist me in making my superpowers more super. Isn't that amazing, Zaza? You know the information that's coming through for them. And how simple the information is for them to do, because everybody seems to think you've got to have this long-winded thing and you've got to go through hurdles and what have you to do what you need to do. You don't. It's simplicity that makes it. Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely simplicity. I didn't receive message either. I was almost asleep and almost saw a face, but woke up and then nothing. Yeah, go and do it again. Go and do it again. Thanks for explaining about expectations. You're welcome. You're welcome. And that's us for today. I've actually finished in time. Look at that, Zaza.
Yeah.
Yay! Finished in time. What I would do is I would actually still sit with your journal, guys, after this, because there'll still be more in there. Yeah, and sit with your journal and just write. Go and do the automatic writing meditation, and that will help you even more if you need the guidance to get into that automatic writing. Go and listen to it and just see what else is coming, because now that most of you have connected to your spirit team, your spirit council, it floods. Does it? Have you found that, Zaza? The information just floods. Yeah,
Yeah, if you let it, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Mhm. Loved it, but understand that I need to do more work and I have to get rid of the fear which has bogged me down for such a long time. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, it does. It's for all of us. All of us would do that. And Natalie, you look at the migraines and why those migraines and what are they trying to tell you, those migraines? Because they're trying to tell you something. There could even be something that you're putting into your system.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was.
that's what I'm kind of getting, is something you're putting into your system that's causing those migraines. Yeah, be interesting, though. Interesting. Okay, guys, we're just about a half past. This live will get pinned. As I say, I'm going to then just go and put a post up just now with Zaza's link for our book. It'd be great to give
Ah,
her a bit of support with that. And also, I'm going to put the link up for if I haven't got your email, so that I can send you the emails when because what I do is I send an email every day with everything in the email. Yeah, so I build a landing page to send you with everything in, so you've got everything in the one place, and also so you've got everything after we go as well, because the group's only going to be open for a week after the challenge, so that the people who are a wee bit late get to go and see the challenge. So, and then everything's going to be getting put over to the Spiritual Awakening Academy platform. So, and the thing is, if you've got the emails, that's you've got them. You can go back to them, but if you don't have the emails, you can't. Yeah.
yeah.
So just thing of that, but I'm going to go and do that just now. Deep love and gratitude, yes, to you too. It was fantastic, wonderful little prince with lots of advice and a few big surprises. I love those big surprises. Much love to our tribe, so much magic. Thank you so much again, ladies, and everyone to hold space for each other. Much love to you all. And yeah, and all yous that are watching it on replay, let us know in the comments how you've got on with the Spirit Council. And as I say, if you didn't get anything, but you just nice and relaxed, go and do it again. Yeah, but have no expectations with it. Just go and do it again, because it's like a muscle. Yeah. Okay, guys, from Zaza and me, we send much love to you all, and we'll see you tomorrow for some quantum jumping and changing timelines and all the rest of it tomorrow. There's a lot of magic happening tomorrow, and I'll see you soon. And I'll get those workbooks up. If I can get them in the files, I'll pin them to featured so you can get them there. Okay. See you later.
See you, people.
Bye
Take
bye.
care.
Would you like to say any words before we leave, Zaza?
Oh, not really. I mean, they've done a really good work, and I think they should just take it away as
Yes,
it is and work on it a bit more, because
yes,
now it is fresh. So
yes,
I don't want to interrupt in that.
yes, totally. I would agree with you as well. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.